What's up, fam? It's your girl Green Tar Tot, and I'm back with another really quick video. Hopefully this is gonna be really quick for real. I know the last time I told y'all it was gonna be quick and I ended up running my damn mouth forever. But I think this was gonna be really quick for real because honestly I just got done doing my a couple things up on to-do list, and I'm almost to the part where I can have some free time. So anyway, let me just jump into the video. This video is related to manifestation, as in most of my videos is related to. So I want to just share with y'all something that I'm experiencing. Well, I just experienced. I was signing this paperwork, right? But I know the paper that I'm signing is gonna be something that's gonna change my life. When I say my life, I'm talking about my daily schedule, what I focus on, kind of like, for example, is I'm signing up for a school, right? But anybody know whenever you sign up for school, you gotta have some type of structure aligned in your life before you sign up. At least I ain't gonna say you got to, but it makes sense to have it, because most of the time when you're embarking on something new along your journey, something that you never did before, it's new, it's different, but you know it's going to put you in a better position once it's finished. And also you know it's going to be challenging for you, not just challenging for you mentally, but also challenging for you physically. And going back to, again, me talking about bringing structure into your life, knowing that you're going to have to be very disciplined and be willing to apply the structure that you need in order for you to be successful within this new area that God is placing you in. Again, going back to my last video, this is a part of the process. A part of the process, it's pressure. And that's why when you come out, you are pressure because you've been through the pressure. So I just want to remind somebody who are going through a shift, understand that when you're going through a shift, and I know sometimes we wonder, because I question God, like, why am I feeling like this? I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling a little anxiety. I'm feeling nervous, like I don't know what's to come, but at the same time, though, I know that it's something that I'm supposed to be doing. And I realized I had to really sit with myself, ask myself, what is this feeling that I'm feeling? Because a lot of times we feel things, but we don't really sit down and get to the bottom of, where is this feeling coming from? Where along the journey did we allow this feeling to be rooted within us? And when I sat down and really thought about it, I realized I'm scared. My flesh is scared because it doesn't know what's going to happen. My flesh is also a little discombobulated because it's like, this is going to cause us to incorporate changes, and the flesh is like the program, and the program is what we get programmed into. So the flesh is feeling an uneasy feeling, but at the same time, it's like my soul feels excited. And I'm realizing I had to really come to the conclusion that, again, it's fear. It was fear that I'm feeling within my flesh, but my soul doesn't recognize what fear is, because fear is an illusion and the soul is the truth. So with that being said, I realized that right now I'm feeling this feeling of unease and uncertainness and anxiety, and all those together is basically me feeling the emotion of fear of what's to come. And I had to really sit and like ask myself, why are you scared? Why are you feeling the feeling of fear when you know that you're doing something that's going to bring fruits to you? And I realized that because it's something that I never did before. And I'm realizing that I'm putting myself in position to either receive it or allow myself to be okay with not receiving it. And I'm realizing that, again, can't no one stop my blessings but me. Can't no one give me my blessings but me. And when I say give me my blessings, don't get it twisted as if I'm trying to take away the power from God, because God give everything to us. Understand that. But like I said in my last video, God promised us something, but we still are responsible for the process. And along that process, we're going to be scared, because it's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be doing that we never did before. But God is saying, I'm allowing you to go through this scared anyway. because you know you got me. And sometimes we got to learn again to walk by faith, not by sight. Especially when we know we're heading into a promised land that God promised us. So this message is for someone who is knowing that you got to do something different. Knowing that you're going to have to bring a lot of changes into your life if you decide to do this thing that you know you need to do, that you know your soul is calling for you to do. And understanding that it's okay to feel the feeling of uneasiness, the feeling of confusion, the feeling of loss, the feeling of not of fear. I'm hearing Spirit is saying, because when it all boils down to it, all that is fear. But understand that it's okay to feel it, but don't accept it as your truth. Understand that you're feeling these emotions because you are a human. You are in human form. I'm hearing Spirit is saying, thank you, Spirit. Spirit said you are a soul, but you are in a human form. The only reason you're feeling these feelings right now is because you're in human form. Because notice I said at the beginning of the video, thank you, Spirit, again, the soul is not worried. The soul is excited. All in all, the flesh is what's worried. Because the flesh know, damn, I got to change things up. I got to change my patterns. But the soul is happy because the soul been wanting you to change up things anyway. I have been saying, and I noticed in my previous videos, I keep repeating the fact that the soul is trapped. So if you have someone trapped up and locked up and chained down to a room, and let's talk about the rooms, they're boxes, which we're not supposed to be in boxes, but that's another time for another day. They know that, and that's why they made our homes to look like boxes, and the places that we work for us to feel boxed in. But Spirit is saying, I'm not allowing you guys to continue to be boxed in. Release the doubt, release fear, release overthinking, release the spirit of worrying, because I am the answer. So why would you worry about something when you already have the answer? So Spirit is saying, balance your emotions, hold your head up high, and do it anyway. Because if I promise you something at the end, then I promise you something at the end. And my word is the truth. And your actions during your process will create the bond. So we have to create that bond that's stronger than the fear, stronger than the doubt, stronger than the naysayers, stronger than those again, emotions that keep arising within us, telling us maybe we shouldn't do it. Maybe it's too much. Maybe we just gonna be okay with how we are right now. Maybe we'll just stay comfortable. Why would you stay comfortable in the situation that you're not comfortable in? Sometimes you have to push yourself to be the greatest version of yourself in order for you to receive the true comfortability that you want in your life. Because true comfort is wealth. So if you have something that God is putting on your heart, on your chest, on your mind to do, and you know that you have the potential to do it, the only thing that's stopping you is you, and you creating structure and a plan and a goal, because you are the map. So with that being said, I just want to encourage again you guys to understand that it's not going to feel comfortable when you're going through an uncomfortable situation. And it's uncomfortable when you're changing your program and you're telling your flesh, because understand that when you're thinking about something strongly, you're deciding to make a decision to do something, that's you demanding and declaring for your flesh have to follow. And the flesh is that, when I think about the flesh, I feel like the flesh is like that thing that just want to play, that kid that just don't never fucking grow up. You just want to party, just want to play, just think everything just a joke. And life is not a joke. And as far as being a game, I ain't gonna say life ain't a game, because honestly, sometimes I like to see life as a game. But if life is gonna be a game, are you planning to win or to lose? So that's all I got for you guys. Again, I was just sitting here really in deep thought, and I had to really get to the bottom of what was it that I was feeling, and I realized, wow, it's fear. So I know that if I was sitting here reflecting on that, and it came through my crown chakra, through my waters, and I know that if I put it out into the cosmic waters, it's somebody out there who's gonna tap into that frequency and remember I was feeling that way too. And now I can understand a little bit clearer, have a clearer understanding on why I was feeling like that, and identify those feelings, which is fear, because that's the problem that we're having in this time frame that we're in right now, in this era. A lot of us are choosing not to get to the bottom of what it is that we're feeling, that we're seeing. And I'm not talking about seeing with the physical eye, I'm talking about seeing with our spiritual eye. So don't just see things and not be, don't be aware but unaware at the same time. Don't be aware of something and play as if you're unaware of it, because you can't tell God that God didn't tell you to do this when you know that God told you to do this. And one thing about spirit and God is not going to communicate directly to you all the time, especially when you're not listening. Because what's the point if you're not listening anyway? So sometimes, like I said in my last video, God used his children to give you a message. Sometimes God would literally use your distractions to give you a message. If you're thumbing through social media and you're looking at toxic things and God sends you a message that's positive, but you still continue to thumb through that positive message and go back to the toxicity, I'm hearing spirit is saying. So again, everything is a choice. So when your time comes, don't say that I didn't tell you, because I did. So I love y'all so very much. And remember, you are possible to manifest any life that you want. It all starts with you realizing and being aware and accepting your responsibilities along the process. I love you. So do spirit. Until next time, guys.